Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to be doing the CSS of the HTML that we have used to create our simple landing page. And you can see that everything we need for the web page is for the landing page is already in the web page. Now we are going to be styling them to make them look as presentable as possible. So we are going to input our style tag in between the closing end of the title and the closing head tag. So we're going to style the body. We're going to be styling by tag name. The body is a tag, so we are going to style by tag name. And in CSS, you can start by tag name, you can start by ID, you can start by class name. So we're going to give it a background color. You can type in BC. BC will bring out it will bring out the template for, okay, do you want a background color, or you can type it out and later press enter. It's still going to bring out the prompt, and you can input your color, the color you want. Just for this one, we want a gray color, and I have this color, this S code that we want, which is hash 333. Then we are going to go ahead and give our body a height. Is very necessary because without the height, the container will not be placed in the center. So we're going to give it an height of 100 vh, that is 100 view height. And that means that is the view height of my device. And I'm going to give it a display flex. So this display flex, we make it to be able to come to the center. It will make the content to be movable. And we're going to use align item of center and justify content of center. So this align item, we move it, we shift it to the center, and this justify content, we move it to the center. We move it um horizontal vertically to the center. The align item, we move it horizontally to the center. Then we want to style all the tags, everything inside the HTML. We want to give every one of them margin of 0 and padding of 0, because some tag comes with default styling and we don't want anything to have default styling. We want to give it our styling by ourselves so that it won't be behaving somehow. Then we want to give it a box sizing of border box, so that no matter how much the content inside the box is growing, it's not going to affect the box. So we're going to go ahead and give it a box sizing of border box. And we're going to go ahead and give all of them the same font. So we are going to use a font family. I think I'll be using Poppins. Yes, I'm going to be using Poppins and sans serif. So I'm going to go ahead and type FF. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and type FF, and it's going to bring out the font family. So I'm going to click on font family, and once I click on font family, it's going to say, okay, type in what you want. So I'm going to, in a quote, single quote, I'm going to type in Poppins, and outside the single quote, I'm going to type sans serif, comma sans serif. Make sure there is a comma. So after that, I'm now going to go ahead and style my container. You can see now that we can't see the container is because we have not yet styled it. Now we want to style the container. We are going to start by ID. To start by ID, you are going to start with hash, then the name of the ID. So I've typed the hash and I've copied the ID name. Now um I'm going to input curly braces. Then after that, inside the curly braces, that's where I'm going to do all my styling. So I want to give my container a background color of white. So I'm going to use the S code of hash FFF. So that's what I'm going to use. Is white, yes. So you can see we've done this. Yes, and then after that, um this the logo is still overflowing. We're going to go ahead and give it a width of let's say 80% of the body, 80% of the body, and let's give it the same height. Let's give it an height of 80% also. As you can see in the picture, the container did not, did not fill out the whole body. So there are some spaces to the sides, and we're going to go ahead and give it a box shadow. In the picture, you can see that it has this shadow attributes all around this border. So we're going to give it a box shadow, and we want the shadow to have the color of black. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a box shadow, and after this, we are going to we have to check before styling for nav, which is the top section. Let's check how it looks like. Let's check how our container looks like. You can see now that we have the white background, but the SVG is still overflowing, the minimist is still not accommodating the links and all that. So in the nav, we want everything to appear on a row. So to make them to appear on a row, we are going to use display flash on this um on this container, so that it will allow the content inside to have an inner attribute. You can see as soon as we use display flash, all of them appear on the same row. Now, to make sure that we appreciate our work, let's give the SVG the same, a fixed height of 20 pixels. So we are going to call by tag name. SVG is a tag, so we are going to call by tag name. We are going to give it an height of 20 pixels. So once we've done that, you can see now it's now cleaner, and is good looking. So we want the content inside the top section to have the same space in between. So we are going to use justify content space between. Is going to give every one of them the same space in between. So that is that. Then we want to give them a padding, so that the content will move inward. Padding will move the content inward, away from the box, so it's going to move it inward. So we are going to give it a padding of let's say um 20 pixel from the top, 20 pixel to the right, then 0 bottom, and 20 pixel to the left. So you can see now. So the padding work like clockwise: 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock. So that's it. Top, right, bottom, left. So if you want to give it that's how you are going to give it an attribute. So now we're going to start by tag name again. The logo, used H2 tag for the logo. So I want to style the logo myself, because I don't want to use an icon. I don't want to use an icon for it. I just want to style it myself. So I'm going to give it a font style. We call it font style. Yes, a font style of italics, and I'm going to give it a font weight of bolder. I think it is already bold, so I want to make it bolder. So let me just give it a border. You can choose any of the number. You can see even with border, it still didn't reflect, because the default styling of an H2 tag is in this um format, is already bold. So let's go ahead and style our link container. So we're going to start by ID again. We're going to be using the hash, then the ID name, then the curly braces. Inside the curly braces, that's where we are going to do our styling. We're going to give it a width of 40%. The reason why it's overlapping is because I'm not working with my device viewpoint. I've minimized my video. Once I maximize it, everything will look great. Then I'm going to use display flares, because I want to use gap. Without display flares, I cannot be able to use gap, and I want to use this gap to give it spacing. You can say that once I give it a gap of 8 pixels, there is a space between this this link this link. So I'm going to style my link by using the tag of the link tag, a tag. Then I'm going to use decoration? No, because I don't want it to have any decoration. I don't want it to have underline. Then I'm going to give it a color of um hash 333, which is gray. I don't want it to be black. I want it to be gray color. Then I'm going to go ahead and style the main session. So I want everything inside the main session to be